So in this video, I'm going to show you the setup for game 3 from Prep Test 50. All right, so within a 5-year period from 1991 to 1995, each of 3 friends, Raymond, Sue, and Taylor, graduated. In that period, each bought his or her first car. The graduations and car purchases must be consistent with the following. So in this case, our players are 3 graduations and 3 car purchases, right? So I'm going to represent the graduations with capital letters for the graduates and the car purchases with lowercase cursive letters for and I'm gonna do the S a little more different from the R. But yeah, so these will be the car purchases and these will be the graduations. And we're going to put them in years here. This is 1991, 1992, 1993, 1994, 1995. We don't need to write all of this every time, right? Just 1 through 5 will do. Okay, so Raymond graduated in some year before the year in which Taylor graduated. So R is sometime before T. Taylor graduated in some year before the year in which he bought his first car. Big T before little t. Sue bought her first car in some year before the year in which she graduated. Okay, so Sue, car before graduation. Raymond and Sue graduated in the same year as each other. So I read ahead and saw that, so I knew I'd have to line those up. But that's something, if you've done that differently, you can certainly connect these after the fact. At least one of the friends graduated in 1993. So for 1993, we are going to have a minimum of 1 graduation there. Okay, so that could be the year in which both R and S graduated, in which case T graduated in 94 and little t, so that T purchased a car in 1995. Then we don't know when S purchased her car. Was it in 91 or 92? And then R purchasing his car. Okay, this is our wild card that could be added to any year. We also don't need to have an event happen in every year. Okay, so because of that, one of these years could be empty, basically, right? We could have an empty position, and this is just one option. Okay, so that's one acceptable solution. It's also possible that Taylor graduated in 93. Okay, and then we don't know when Taylor bought a car. And we would know that R and S graduated in 92 because S has to buy a car in some year before she graduates. And again, R buying a car is wild. So we do know for sure that something happens in 1993, right? It's a rule, but it's possible that any of the other years could be empty, right? 1 or 2 could be empty, 4 or 5 could be empty. But this gives us another acceptable solution, kind of another several acceptable solutions, right? Because we have options for those spots. So for this one, we do have quite a few relative position rules. Okay. So I create a web diagram when I have relative positions, right, where I have these lines in between, indicating that one has to be, in an earlier spot to the left or to the right of another. Okay. All right, so I'm going to leave you with this one to try the questions on your own. Actually, why don't I just do one of the questions? I'll do question 15. So it's a global must be true question. What that means is it's just asking what must be true based on the original rules. They're not giving you a